Well, things continue to get worse for Blizzard. I don't know how they're gonna... Hold on a second. Yes? Okay. Okay. What? Okay. All right, well, okay, well, let me just put this, totally unrelated stack of Chinese currency over here. Great news, everybody! Diablo 4 will be announced at BlizzCon, or so it appears. In a leaked photograph of a new book coming out, we've got some interesting mentions of Diablo 4. But before I get into that, I want to talk about something that happened on Friday. Now, if you watch my channel, I think it was Friday, I had Blizzard ban me from chat, from the Hearthstone chat, for saying liberate Hong Kong, the revolution of our time, I believe. Their version of the their 7 words or something like that. I may have misspoke, but I think that's what it was. I was instantly banned. I stayed and I watched the Twitch chat for about 10 minutes, and people were getting just pew, 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 just ban. People were changing words around to avoid the bans, and it wasn't lasting long. However, as of 5 hours ago, Blizzard denies reports that it's banning Twitch viewers for pro-Hong Kong chat. That's a lie. I can personally refute that. Blizzard has denied reports that it was banning Twitch users who expressed support for the Hong Kong protesters via chat. Again, a verifiable lie if you watch my video on Friday. Blizzard has denied reports that it's banning Twitch viewers who express pro-Hong Kong views. The game's firm hit back at reports suggesting it was censoring Twitch viewers who typed "Free Hong Kong" into the chat box for Play Hearthstone channel. Blizzard told Polygon, "We are not banning people from Twitch chat specifically for using pro-Hong Kong speech." That is a lie. Or any other political statements. Also a lie. Bans are being levied by an automated monitoring system. Oh, it's just a bot. I'm sorry. That's right. Okay, look how, I mean, this is an interesting thing to have show up at my house, but yeah, whatever. I'm sure it's just a bot doing it, right? Oh, yeah, it's just a bot. Is it just a bot? Oh, it's just a bot. Oh, you're just a good girl, kid. You're just a bot. Oh, okay. It's just a bot. You know, bots work off information that, of course, is, you know, somebody built that list for the bot to actually ban people off of. And I can confirm to you, I typed nothing in that Twitch chat. I typed, "Should I say it?" And then about 2 minutes later, I typed it. I was not spamming at all. So that is a lie. Bans are being levied by an automated monitoring system that's triggered by viewers spamming any phrase repeatedly. Again, a lie. We expect to have the issue corrected in the next few hours. Bull. First reported, anyone who typed in the words "Free Hong Kong" in Twitch chat were getting recent Hearthstone Masters Tour in Bucharest, which ran from Friday to Sunday, saw their messages automatically erased, and they were handed 24-hour bans. Can confirm. But Blizzard said it's only banning people who are spamming the chat with the same message. In their statement, they said, "We are not banning people from Twitch chat for specifically using pro-HK speech or any other political statement." Again, a lie. Bans are being levied, yes. By automated system, no. Okay, well, we'll find out today, I suppose. Now, the explanation seems to make sense. Per The Verge, the chat bans were inconsistent given to some pro-HK comments appear to have been left undeleted during reruns of the Master Tour, and some were. And that is true. Some were sneaking by when I was watching it after my ban, but also a bunch that were like switching the letters around and changing it a little bit were the ones that seemed to be escaping it. Now, we talked about something shiny. Oh, something shiny, huh? Something shiny at BlizzCon to change the narrative. And largely, outside of Friday's letter from congressmen and women, a joint letter came out blasting Blizzard for their decision, and that kind of reignited everything. I wish that had come out on a Monday as opposed to a Friday so that the pressure would remain up. Now, here's the thing. It's now become much bigger than Blizzard. And that's probably good news for Blizzard. It's become about large companies, in particular tech and entertainment companies here in the United States, enforcing somebody else's rules on their own citizens. And then lying about it. In particular, what made things really bad for Blizzard is twofold. One, they didn't have a rule in place ahead of time and were inconsistent in enforcing it. And two, James Allen Brack lied. He lied. You don't lie to your customers. And for that reason alone, he should probably step down. I know that sounds extreme, but you don't lie to your customers and say, oh, well, China had nothing to do with this. Sure. Anyway, back on topic. Yes, I'm sorry. Let me just get some of this, put some of this cash in my pocket here as quick. It's nothing to do with China, though. This just showed up in the mail. It just showed up in the mail. It has nothing to do with China. I mean, come on. What are you, some kind of crazy tinfoil hatter? Diablo 4 is one of the most poorly kept secrets in video game industry. It's one of Blizzard's biggest franchises, and the developer has all but confirmed the new non-mobile game is on the way. That trend continues today, as a new magazine ad for Diablo book seems to have leaked pending announcement of the sequel. The latest issue of German magazine GameStar contains an advertisement for the upcoming book Art of Diablo by Jake Gerlach and Robert Brooks. It's an official book published by Blizzard itself and will be available on November 21st, 3 weeks after BlizzCon. The ad for the book says it features over 500 artworks from Diablo, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and Diablo 4. That is no typo. It's a real magazine ad about an official Blizzard product, nor it is a mistranslation, as despite it being in German, it clearly lists Diablo 4 among the games being covered in the upcoming art book. You can see the ad below, snapped by Spiel Times. Assuming that Diablo 4 is real, of course it's real, it is entirely possible this ad went out too early, and the game may be announced at BlizzCon between November 1st and November 3rd. Prior to this book's release later in November, after the disaster that was BlizzCon last year, Blizzard knows it needs to have a better announcement than Diablo mobile game to cap its presentation. Now, I'm going to add to that, actually. Because, and this is something like, I keep offering free advice to Blizzard. Because everyone already expects Diablo 4 to drop at BlizzCon, or to be announced. Let me be very clear. It absolutely must. I don't care if you're ready or not. It's got to be announced. Second of all, because everyone already expects Diablo 4 to be announced, you should probably have something else pretty big, and it better not be a mobile game. Because anything you announce at all with the word mobile in it, it will be synonymous with China. And whether that's your intent or not, that's what's going to happen. And you have to look at how you've already placed yourself. You need to understand. You need to understand the room. You need to read the room, I should say, and understand that there will be, I'm going to guess, hundreds of the 40,000 people there that are well tuned in to everything going on outside of BlizzCon and have genuine concerns. Are you going to block Q&A? I suspect you will. Or I suspect you will have a curiously clean set of questions. The event will be held in Irvine. How cheap would it be to hire a few struggling actors, give them a cue card with something to read in line, give them some Blizzard merch, give them, dress some of them up, and then give them pre-written questions? That's what I would do. Evil Jeremy would do that. But I'm just saying, it's something I'm going to watch out for. As mentioned, Diablo 4 has been a poorly kept secret. Reportedly, its development has been shown to Blizzard employees. Job postings point to its existence. And investigations state that it started out as a third-person Dark Souls-like game. It would be good to finally get closure. The leak comes after a very bad week for Blizzard. After it banned a Hearthstone player for supporting protesters in Hong Kong, the publisher has been mired in controversy within its own employees staging a walkout and major Overwatch Switch launch being canceled. Even if Diablo 4 isn't revealed, BlizzCon certainly will be introduced. No. Let me be very clear. Diablo 4 will be announced. There is absolutely no way Blizzard cannot announce Diablo 4. And to be honest, they should probably make some announcements around, obviously, World of Warcraft that are mind-blowing. And that includes, what are they going to do with the endgame in Classic? Are they going to release further expansions? I suspect they will. But when? And what will that look like? I suspect you'll see some sort of announcement around that. I suspect you might see some announcement around Overwatch 2, something like that. But with Nintendo all but tossing Blizzard under the bus, with Blizzard canceling the New York event, with Blizzard canceling the 15-year anniversary of World of Warcraft, it's going to be a very interesting month of November. And right now, everybody inside of Blizzard, I'm sure, is hoping. We have, what, 9 days? We have 9 days to B-Day. And Blizzard really, really, really cannot afford any other mess-ups. Like, this congressional letter, if this picks up anything, or if Congress starts talking about this more on this week, starts demanding people from Blizzard come and explain themselves, this will all be disastrous for them. And they did it to themselves. There's an old NFL show, I think, with Adam, I can't think of his name, Adam Daly, I forget. He's like, I didn't put you on this list. You put you on this list. That's what Blizzard, it's like with Blizzard. They themselves inserted themselves into a position where they never should have been. And then they said they didn't do it. And then they blamed the fans. And then they lied to the fans. And then Congress got involved. This is all 100% about Blizzard's relationship with China and trying to protect it. We saw the NBA commissioner came out and said that China demanded they fire this the Rockets general manager for making a pro-Hong Kong statement. They didn't fire him, but they came close, and they also made him delete the tweet, and you haven't heard much from him since, have you? This is disgusting behavior that these companies are willingly trading the freedoms, the honor of their customers here in the West for Chinese money. I mean, that's what it is at the end of the day. And when you look at companies like Riot Games, which is 100% owned by China, you look at Blizzard, they're just 5% owned by Tencent, 5 to 8%, I think, based on current numbers that we really know. And their amount of profit coming out of China isn't substantial. I mean, it's big, but it's obviously they're looking at down the road. They're looking at Diablo Immortal being a big profiter. Obviously, COD Mobile for Activision, probably big there. I'm not sure if they can even release that game there based on what would be harmonious. But this is what happens when you insert yourself in politics. And it's funny because this is obviously something we all agree with. Most of us agree with democracy, except for, 1/7 of the world's population in China or whatever. I would imagine many of their citizens would prefer democracy too, to be honest with you. But here we go, Blizzard. You better hope this week goes perfect. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.